Hello friends, and I hope you will have already accessed this playlist. Every day I am uploading video inside it, and you will learn the professional way to create the project. Okay, and the code repository will find out into the description section or of Git link. Okay, now I will come on next tutorial, and today we will create the post. And last video we have created the login, and JWT token has been generated, but now we will create post, and only registered user can create the post. Okay, so I will create another controller, and assume that one table will consist one controller. Assume that, and this is the best practice. You can also combine the code inside same controller in user, but it is not a good practice. Okay, so post contro dot go. I'm creating post controller. Okay, and pa this will be my function name. Now I will test this function. Okay, so I will just copy paste it here for testing purpose. And before testing I will also create a route for this. Here I will write which function I want to call in my post route. I will change it to this one. Now it has been ready. Okay, what is the use of this? You may also omit this and remove it, but this is very good to understand that my controller, which function is written in which controller. This is very good practice to know about it. You can easily understand here that this route register and this function is inside post controller. So this is very good practice. Okay, now I want to test it, and my code will be now. I want to run. You can see that register. I want to change it post, and you can see that it will reflect me create post. So I'm copying it and just come here and okay, it is working fine. That's good. Now further I will implement this function for to create the post. For this, first I have to create a model because I need table to insert the data. Right now you can see that there is no table for the post. Okay, so I will create the model for this. Okay, now I have already have code to save the time for this. I will use just this one and also I will use this one. This will tell the gorm that my table will be that posts. My post is a small letter and my table will create in plural letter. Okay, this is the name and nomenclature of gorm, and this is for creating the table. The purpose of this value is default, and I already explained it. What is this? This is just emitting the date which is written here. This one, just copy pasting this value inside this one, inserting that value inside this. Okay, so that's good. Now I want to migrate that model. Migration means creating the table. I will create that table by using code. So you can see that I already written the code here, but there's some okay, this one and this one. Okay, is a model. Okay, I will write code here. Address model dot post, and there's some issue with the route, so I will fix it. You can see that here is a router and router, so I will fix it. I will go to my route package and I will match it with this value, route, not router, the folder name, route, and I will also that here. Now it has been fixed. So when I will save it, I hope the migration is automatically created. You can see that post table has been created with a proper structure, which as I have mentioned, default value 1. You can see that default value as 1. Okay, that's good. Okay, so right now everything is working fine. Now I will just write the validation for this. So I need one post DT file, DT dot, and I have already written to save the time, create post, and I will create a variable for this, and I already written the code also for this. Now I want to see what input I am receiving from JSON. Okay, so I will write this. You can see that it is working fine. If I will write this, then I will get the validation. Field is required. My validation working fine. You can see that 1 1. Okay, it is working fine. Now I will go further. Okay, you can, I will explain all lines of code. So you can see that it is working, and I have fields, user ID, title. User ID will be that which user will create that particular code. But there is some issue. Before writing that code, I will do something extra work, because when user will create a post, only the registered user can create the post. Okay, so how can identify that user is registered or logged in or not? So I have to work on route for this. I will go to the my previous project route. You can see that there is some extra lines for this. Okay, and I will reuse these lines here. You can see that I have to use this one here, and I have to use middleware for this. And what is middleware? I will explain you. And I have no code for middleware, so I am avail this middleware code. Middleware is here, and this is my project and root directory. I have copy pasted it. Now it is available in my project. Middleware is available. I will explain what is middleware. To attach it, I will use it. Now you can see that it is now available here, and now I will remove it. Okay, what is the issue? Could not improved. Okay. Okay, I have copy pasted the middleware folder from the wrong place due to this problem is coming. So I am deleting previous one, and this was my project, and I am copy pasting it from right place. Now it will work. Okay, I am removing it. And middleware dot chai, again it is coming chai. Okay, I'm opening it, middleware. Everything is fine, everything is settled. Okay, okay, I'm manually adding this. Okay, now it is working. Okay, so what it will do, and what is middleware? Okay, what is middleware? Why using the middleware provide me the facility that, suppose that if I will hit that request, this request will go to that particular action. It means on this one. Okay, and if I will not use middleware, every time I have to check that particular token or user is valid or not. To avoid this situation, I will use the middleware so that every request will come first this function authorize JWT, and this function will check the token which is generated by the login process is valid or not. Okay, so I will insert that particular generated token inside it, and like this token I will remove it and copy paste this token, and you can see that both spelling is same, token and token. So this token will be checked first, and if there is a mistake then it will just reply that there is a problem. So I am just creating this. You can see that everything working. If I will mismatch this, then you can see that failed the process required, no token found. It will not identify that value. Okay, now you can see that user is validating correctly. If I will remove this line, what will happen? It means it's a wrong token. You can see that invalid character E looking, so token is not valid. So you can see that it is working very well. Now it is working. Okay, so only authorized user can log in, only registered user can log in. So if you are unable to understand this code, you have not to go deeper inside it. Just use this code and attach this with your middleware here, and this particular request will be fulfilled only if it is a valid user attached with this. Okay, only valid token is available, only logged in user can access this request. So my validation is done, and now I can also access which user is logged in or not. How can it is possible? Suppose that my user was XYZ and XYZ user is logged in or not. So I will use another code for this. I've already written, so you can see that this code will help for us. Okay, now you can see that already I have written in library that get user ID. Based on that token, I will get that token inside this value c.get header, and I will get this value, and I will extract the user ID from that particular token. Okay, you are not to worry about this code, just reuse this code, copy paste and use this code. Okay, I have created a post and assign the all values for this post, and create a connection. You can every user should write the mysql query inside the model, but on saving for saving that particular value, you can write the code inside your controller. This is allowed, and every developer is using that approach. Okay, this is good if you will use model, but I will suggest for saving try to use in controller. Okay, so it is saving the value and successfully, and post successfully created. Now we'll Post successfully created. Now it is working fine. You can see that post created, user active, and user id 2. You can see that user id 2. I have logged in with that particular user. So I am user is already I am accessing incorrect way. So that particular user is logged in, which is user id 2. So it is working fine. You will get this code into the git and description box. You will get the link. We will meet in next video. Stay tuned.